Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Morrowind, where we are in Caius' house, of course, as you can see. Everything's a bit brighter than normal because I've just remembered I'm wearing the Amulet of Star Vision. That's a bit better. So it's awfully bright in here for a room lit only by a lantern and, you know, some candles. But yeah, anyway, so yep, we're in here. We've just finished reading the Progress of Truth, if you'll recall. We've just finished reporting back to Caius for the mission to Vivek he gave us, and basically now he's given us a little bit of a reward, and promoted us, and sent us on our way to go gather more experience and whatnot, essentially. Yes. Oh, Meramilo. I was supposed to mention something to him about her. Except she's not on the list. That's not great, is it? Oh well. Must have slipped Fathis' mind, I guess. Anyway, yeah, we've left him a present in the form of the Lust Yargonian Maid. I can point out to you. You'll notice that the book is now a slightly more reasonable size on the screen. That's because I've updated to the latest beta of the Morrowind code patch, version 2.2, which includes a number of nice little additions like that, including this, which makes notes and books a little bit more reasonably sized on large resolutions, like on my monitor. And it adds an owned tag to owned items in the game. So I know from now on if touching something is going to be stealing. So, yes. There you go. See, all owned. Except for these, because these are mine. So, yeah, very cool. Very cool. Do approve. I believe there might have been a few other changes. I'm afraid I just don't remember what they are, though, because the Morrowind code patch includes a hell of a lot of things. But the new version did add some nifty new things, which I will either remember as we go on, or whatever. A lot of them I chose to disable. Like there are a couple of options to make it so locks on and traps on doors and chests are invisible to you unless you have a high enough security skill. But I think that would just annoy me more than anything else. Yeah, that's owned. Yeah, see, it's bloody useful, isn't it? I think, especially when you're absent-minded like me and just sort of delve into crates and stuff without thinking. On the one hand, on the one hand, I kind of liked it the way they did it in Vanilla Morrowind. Hold on. Speaking of things of that nature, let me just adjust some volume settings. The way they did it in Vanilla Morrowind, I kind of, in a way, I sort of liked, because, I mean, how can you tell just by looking at a crate if it belongs to someone or not, you know? Or if anyone will care if you take what's in it. Like this bottle down here, that's not owned by anyone, but you never know. The beggar sat around the corner might take offence at you nicking his bottle. Who knows? What about this bucket over here, for example? Just a random bucket lying around, but, you know, it apparently belongs to someone, so... But, this will save me a lot of headaches, I think. So, there you go. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm thinking of popping over to the Moragton Guild Hall. Speaking of Balin Omervel? Balin Omervel! You're the gentleman. What are you doing? Get out of here. Get out of there. Who sent you here? Get away. What? Well, apparently he's not very pleased to see us. This guy, this is the guy we're supposed to... Right. Balin Omervel's house. It's over here. This is the guy whose food we're supposed to poison, isn't it? Right. Well. Ring of Aversion. Let's go all sneaky like. Oh, it's locked. It's level 30. Ugh. What about the bottom door? Locked level 30. Well, that sucks. Well, we've got some things we could sell, I suppose, and all that sort of junk. And I guess I need to get myself some new scrolls. Unhinging scrolls, unlocking scrolls, whatever. Maybe go to the Mages Guild and see about doing a bit of spell making. I haven't done any of that yet. So, let's pop into the bookstore, because I know I've got at least one book I need to sell. You may have Chance's Folly. And, I'm beginning to wonder if we should keep the Progress of Truth or sell it. Let's keep it for now, it's relatively rare, so... What else have we got? I guess that's it, really. 100 gold in the bank, nice. Yeah, although, I tell you what, I'm going to go dump Progress of Truth back at Caius's. So I was supposed to get the copy of it for him, really. It's just he didn't take it off me. Like I expected him to, so... Let's just do that. And yeah, I think I'll pop over to the Morrowind Guildhall, see if they've got any additional writs, like I said, and maybe I'll go back up to Argenthand after I've chatted with Hasvat to see if he's got any keys for us. There you go, Progress of Truth. Enjoy. Now then. Let's see. It's very foggy, isn't it? And I bet you anything, yeah, my view distance has reset itself. Wonderful. So.
Yes, Outlander?
Nothing, milady. Thank you very much. I've been doing some thinking about the Great House stuff, and I'm actually beginning to lead a little bit towards... Oh, joy. Another cultist. You lot are spreading like cancer. I've been thinking about the Great House stuff, and I'm thinking House Telvanni are actually a little bit more... let's see, this one says faction owned, which means if I'm part of the faction, I can take it. Yeah, this is, out of curiosity, owned, yeah, not faction owned. Damn! But yeah, I've been thinking about it, and maybe it would suit us in a way. I mean, we're not the most powerful wizard ever, but on the other hand, Telvanni sort of, I don't know, they're kind of ruthless and ambitious by nature. I think they'd probably appeal the most to Fathis's way of doing things, you know. I need to get another copy of the Affairs of Wizards, really, and have a read through that, now I think about it. But, not to mention...
I suppose I could spare a moment or two.
My skills are more, you know, better suited to it, and also... There are some pretty cool mods out there, which I'd completely forgotten about, like, Uvarith Inside and, Upside Down copy of Brief History of the Empire, which doesn't match the other ones. Must be a different edition. Anyway, there's some really great mods like Uvarith Inside and Rise of House Telvanni, which would actually be really, really brilliantly suit this particular character, actually. And I hadn't thought of that before. But, Tale of the Devious Trader. Now that I think about it, it's not a bad idea at all. Spellmaking. Well, what have we got available? Charm, Detect Animal, Levitate, Mark, Paralyze, Recall, Sanctuary, Shield, Slow Fall, Soul Trap, Summon Ancestral Ghost, Summon Bone Walker, Water Breathing, Water Walking. So not any of the things that I need. This is unacceptable. Spells. On Ducey's Open Door, 734 fucking gold. I can just afford it, but at the cost of everything. Why don't I wait an hour?
Where is that?
So I got my fatigue back. Make some potions. You'll notice that the alchemy menu is changed as well. That's part of the code patch. Let's not mix up the treated bitter green petals. We do need those. Right, we've got some additional potions now. Which we could probably sell. Our potions are definitely improving. Yeah, this is good. So, let's see. We've got potions of cure common disease, whereas I've already got scrolls of cure common disease. I think. Yeah, I do. So I might as well sell the scrolls. I'm not likely to run into that many diseases all at once that I need everything, so... Who the fuck can we sell the scrolls to, though? Ah! Probably the wood elf upstairs. Right. Times like this that I curse the slow running speed in this game, but then again... I sometimes wonder if the running speed is really as slow as it feels like it is, or whether it's just a sort of... Just because it's a different game engine, it feels like it's slower. Intervention, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? These, you can have both of them. And I want more than that for him, mate. Right, now then. Let's go and talk to our friendly Khajiit here. Now you can have this restore fatigue. These restore fatigues. Let's restore health. For 40 gold. Come on, give me 40 for that. There we go. Right, that's not much, but it's better than nothing. 862 gold. I really need this. This whole locked doors and things problem is becoming quite a serious one, so let's have that. Now, can I even cast this? I don't think I can I? It costs 75 magic to even cast, and I don't even have that. Close to that. As maximum magicka, so that's no good, but... unlock. Open. There we go. Touch. Magnitude. I don't think I have a lot of money, do I? But, ugh. I need something that opens up to lock 30, really. Point cost 27, that's fine. Spell chance 56, not so great, but I could make it a bit random so it goes between 25 and 30. Although it's not really worth it, to be honest with you. It's only a few percent difference. Let's call it Fathis. Lockpick. I do not have enough gold to buy this spell. Fuck my life, seriously. Am I going to have to turn to thievery? I'm beginning to think I might, you know. You know what, these quality restore fatigues, I never have used them. I probably never will. They were quality restore health, I'd think about keeping them, but... No. Fuck it. You can have those. Now I want the spell. Magnitude 500 for an unlocking spell. I think that's a tad OP. There's no such thing as a lock level 500 in this game after all, so... no, do we want 30? Oh! What would be 30? What would 30 to 50 be like? Point cost 36, spell chance 47. Tempting. Ta-da! We have a spell. Now, I believe custom-created spells aren't as efficient when it comes to cost and chance as bought ones, but it's better than nothing, eh? 30 to 50 is pretty good. That'll get us through a lot of doors. Although I may have to repeatedly cast it, unfortunately, just because the chance to cast it is not that great, which means I really desperately need to get some more alteration training. Alteration training and mysticism training, those are two biggies. Anyway, let's see if we can go do this little deed then. Now we've got our nice spell. We've got the amulet of opening for anything that's 20 or below as well, so... Right, sneaking time. Lock level 30, okay. Well, there's no point in me trying to cast it now, so let's just wait until my fatigue's gone back up a bit. Enjoy the evening. Quite picturesque, actually. Not fond of the fucking god-awful flickering over there on that rooftop, but other than that, it's lovely. Right. Failed casting the spell, to nobody's surprise. Come on. That's an option I should have unticked in the code patch, and maybe I still will. The little delay between being able to use enchanted items. We need 36 minimum. Magic to cast this. Requires a lot of magic as this spell, but what can you do? Come on. Ha 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 ha! Brilliant. Right then. Balin's Cauldron. Right, that can only be one thing. Now, since this fella's gonna pop his clogs, let's help ourselves to his things. Why not? Yeah, you might notice a few things are missing from his house, but fuck it, you know. If he thinks it was a simple burglary, all the better. Then he'll sit down, have his dinner, and then suspect nothing. As the poison does its work, so small farm eggs. We'll have those. Void essence. Scrib cabbage. Ugh. Oh, there's one other thing I just remembered from the code patch as well, which I'll show you guys in a minute. It's bloody fantastic, because it addresses one of the things I was complaining about in some recent videos. Okay then. Trapdoor to the roof, sweet. Can escape that way. Place the poison in the pot. Oh yes. Seems to have done the trick. I've succeeded in putting the poison in Balan Armorel's cooking pot. Hopefully he'll be using it soon. Did I get this open? Yeah, I did, didn't I? There wasn't nothing of value inside. Right then. Ha 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 ha. Okie doke. Well, that's one job done. Now then, let me show you the thing I mentioned. Excuse me, Shargam.
Say your business.
Persuasion. Look, it's moved the persuasion box over here, so I can just quickly go admire, admire, admire like that. Fail miserably, naturally, but has that mod deactivated itself again? I can't remember now. No, it probably hasn't. I think we would have been at 0 disposition by now if it had.
Is there something you need?
Although I don't know. No, I think we're good. This looks reasonable. Yeah, you like us, don't you? Never suspecteth. Right, to the Moragtong Guild Hall, and maybe Reveres or something, so I can sell a few of these bits and bobs I picked up just now. I really should get into burglary a bit more. I don't think joining the Thieves Guild is really on the cards, but doing a bit of freelance burglary, why the fuck not? Seems like a decent enough idea to me. There's a bunch of manners around here as well. And it is getting dark, so, you know, just saying, not a bad idea. Yeah, the plants are owned, therefore I can't pick them for alchemical ingredients, because that'd be a bit weird. Desk is faction owned. Sadly, it doesn't contain anything. Faction owned, Doors of the Spirit. Can I really start nicking bits of faction owned stuff? I'll take the... What? Okay. Am I not a member of the Morag Tong? Well, I'm expelled now, obviously, but... Oh dear God. Alright guys, I will be back when I've caught up with myself, because this is just... I'm not going to go through all the palaver of getting myself back into the guild after being expelled for stealing 5 measly coins off a desk, which I thought was mine to take anyway. Righty-ho then. Okay, done all that we just did it all over again, which was a bit bloody annoying, but hey. Hey look, in fact, at Moragtong Kuras, which I probably am not allowed to take because, well, I mean, let's just find out. Yeah, see, definitely wasn't allowed that one. Weird. I always thought the way it worked was if it was faction owned and you were part of the faction, you could take it. I don't know, maybe you have to be a certain rank or something. But I'm officially confused either way. Don't suppose you sell that armor, do you? Nope, you just sell lockpicks. Useless bugger. How much gold do I have? 72. Ugh. Anyway, let's actually go and see if we've got some writs.
What
Or
do
maybe
you
we can
want?
ask you about writs. Nope. You look like you're probably in charge.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Writs. Okay, I have 2 writs, one on... Oh. It's the same everywhere then. Fine. Yeah, I've already got those. Although... Yeah, no, we already turned that one in. He is dead by my hand. Fine. Well... What now? What now? What now? What now? Well, I think that I might do a bit of burglary, like I said, actually. It's getting darker. Maybe we'll loiter around for a bit. There we go. Put on the old Star Vision Amulet. And we'll see, shall we? Fine clothier. No, we really want a manor somewhere residential rather than a shop. Shops have guards in them even overnight, so there are no manor. Lock level 50. Can we find an upstairs entrance? Lock level 60. Oh bollocks! No way I'm getting into that then. Lalo Manor, lock level 40. I wish that guard would go away. You know what, we've got this thing for a reason. Right. Hop over here. Jolly good. Lalo Manor, lock level 40. I can I might be able to get this open with a spell. Thank Christ. Alright then. We need money. What can I say? We have 72 gold. That is absolutely terrible. What the hell happened here? Bloody Nora. Okay, well. Ooh, expensive amulet. Expensive ring. Expensive shirt. It's more expensive than the shirt. Oh no, it's the same. Never mind. Ugh. I like this one more though. And a skirt. No, I'm not going to nick skirts. Glass bottle. Peach glass pot. Pillow. Right. Scoot on down here. You know what I really wish I could do? I could hotkey. Maybe I can. 9 inventory menu item. Where is it? This will be the equipped ones. There we go. Star Vision. Unfortunately, though, pressing it doesn't take it off. You have to hotkey another amulet instead. Which is a bit annoying, but fine. Why don't we just hotkey the amulet of Mighty Blows, I suppose, or the amulet of Opening. Just so I can quickly do this without having to go into the inventory every single time. Where are you? There we go. There we go. I could leave it on all the time, obviously, but I don't really want to. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Well. Why the bloody hell not? I'll leave him with his clothes. What's this? Vintage brandy? Hell yeah. Grief. I need to think of this in terms of the old value to weight ratio here. Since I don't have much carrying capacity to work with. This is all just... Slowed soap's not bad, you know. Yeah, this is all just sort of crappy ingredients, really. Nether salt. Bloody hell. Meadow rye. More nether salt. Would you pass the nether salt, please? Well, I have to be honest, nicking salt rice out of sacks was not my idea of burglary. It's not really what I had in mind. Let's not go out this way. Let's go out and fire upstairs like we did before, like we came in. Well, that was not bad. Not level 6 yours. No way we get in there. I might be able to get in the front door though, you never know. But I'd rather get in upstairs if I can in any of these places. Rather than walk straight in through the front door after having unlocked it and find myself face to face with the owner. If you see my point. Doesn't seem to be anywhere up with this one. Well, anyway, if you weren't a magician. Where are my robes of alteration? Bloody cliff racer. Go away. You're blowing my cover. You blew my cover! Chokeweed. Shrine of the Tribunal. It's not that easy to go thieving around the place, is it, in this game? Now I think about it. Right. Oh, come on. There we go. Now, would you bet this place doesn't have a way in at the top? No, of course it bloody doesn't. Wonderful. Never mind then. And again, I wonder if maybe this place has a trap door on the roof. Like old Balin's house did. Nope. Crap. Well, so much for our epic thieving career. That's not really going to happen, is it? Never mind. Guess we'll be more of an opportunist when it comes to this sort of thing, rather than a dedicated burglar. Well, I guess we could go see Revere if he's still open. Which he isn't. Wonderful. Betty buys. Oh, before that though, since I'm here. How's Fat? How you doing? Yes, I gave you the Dwemer puzzle box. What? Oh yes, I'd forgotten. Here's a Dwemer key made according to the instructions I found on the puzzle box you brought me. I have no idea what it's good for, but if you take it back to Arkanthan, maybe you'll find the lock it opens. Okie doke. I guess that's our next thing on the to-do list, really. I think go to Arkanthan, and then after that, I guess we'll head out to Sadrith Mora, which is over here somewhere, so that we can have a go at killing this Ashlander guy for the Morag Tong, which is going to be a bit of a trek, but it's something to do at least, and it gets us paid as well to boot. So 10 PM, 10 hours. Hey, no crazy dreams this time. Good stuff. A solid night's sleep for once. Come on. That'll do it. Right then. Ooh. Very bloody foggy. Okay. Revere, do you have more gold? That's the question. You should do by now, I would have thought, but you never know. He does have more gold. Excellent. Right then. Ignite the silver longsword. Gloves, the belt, the ring, amulet. Both these rings, that amulet as well. Daedra and Daedra. Special Flora of Tamriel. Oh yeah, we got the notes from Hulia still. Man mission to evac from... I need to dump these back at his house, really. Stop them cluttering up my inventory. I think that's everything. Could give him those, I suppose. Just to chuck on the pile, so to speak. Slowed soap. Vintage brandy, almost forgot. There we go. Right. I will try and squeeze a bit more out of you. Out of you for that. My good sir, I wonder if there's a keyboard shortcut for this. No, I guess not. 510 sounds reasonable. There we go. Well, we're significantly better off than we were before, but in the grand scheme of things, still rubbish. Where are my alchemy gear? Where is my alchemy gear even? English language jingles. Learn to use it. There we go. That's a lot of potions. Which, to be honest with you, I'm not going to sell, because I think we might need these if we're going back to Argenthan, so... I accidentally made a restore health and fortify willpower. 22 points for 32 seconds. That's actually quite good. Wow. Alright, that looks good to me. Right then. Off we toddle. Back to Argenthan. And I think, to be honest with you guys, I'm going to save you the journey, so I'll see you when I get there.